Hey everybody, whoever manages to find me on this little YouTube channel or wherever I might be posting. None of my stuff's been taken down, which is quite nice, isn't it? Because obviously I'm not up there as one of these kind of social warriors that people are worried about, because it's just reading my diary out and having a chat. Almost seems a little bit pointless, childish to carry on doing these in the world meltdown that we currently find ourselves in. I got sent some interesting links and a link today regarding where we are currently with this virus pandemic. Fear, the linking to frequencies and 5G networks and one thing and another. So the information is out there, and I beseech you all to go and look for yourselves. Don't follow the government narrative, whatever you do. It is invariably bullshit. It is invariably set up by those hidden behind the scenes to push an agenda, and we know what that agenda is. Those of us that have been following it. The good news is, if you want to find some good news out there, stay away from high tech as much as you can. This 5G bandwidth, that's going to be quite difficult when masts are going to be going up in your areas. Recognise that we're being lied to, but I guess the important aspect of this is get into your heart frequency. Use the mind to find out what your heart really desires, what's important to you, your family, your friends, living cleanly, looking after your environment, the bit that you're on, the bit around you. And that's all we can do. Have your eyes wide open to the agenda. The Bill Gates, the Trumps, the Johnsons, and all their puppet masters behind them, the banking families, which are invariably the puppets here in this 3D space, 4D space we find ourselves in, coming from other dimensions, possibly. Always been here. The jinns. Carlos Castaneda wrote about them. Anyway, I'm going to jump in to do Friday the 6th of December 2019, so childish, a waste of time or otherwise, I'm still using the journal backdrop to talk to myself and any others that might find themselves here. Welcome to you all. I'm doing Friday the 6th of December 2019. Did I say it's the Tuesday the 7th of April today? The sun is shining, it's beautiful out there, and we're not allowed to go and visit our family and friends. I suggest we still do and push back, but you make up your own choices. I'm I'm doing what I do, and I'll share it with you. A lot of it's in the diary. Hopefully it'll be over by the time I get to the April bit, and I haven't been writing in my diary, mainly because I thought I'll just be writing down negativity about what's going on. So I thought I'd come out here, try to express some of the love from my heart to you guys whilst I read out stuff from December. Friday 6th of December 2019. Do I take a puff? Take another puff. I gotta keep looking out there, make sure Rocky's not destroying the garden with him. The time is about 8:45 and I'm listening to Dad trying to get Rocky to sit or lie down whilst he eats his toast. Not working. Waving arms doesn't work whilst eating the toast at his eye level. The dog's like, you got toast in hand, get off, get off. The dog was like this. That must be mine then. So I've roughly pushed Rocky into the conservatory so that we can now see the BBC News without distraction. The BBC propaganda machine. Even the puerile entertainment elements are annoying. The character which plays Mrs. Brown, what a load of shite. A bloke dressed as an old Irish woman. Rubbish. Some people like it. Am I ostracising my audience? What audience? Apparently it's funny and popular. Each to his own, her own. One man's meat is another man's poison. Now when I use these gender specific terms, I'm talking about us collectively. Let's not get hung up on it. I heard a program was on the other day. Loose hairs, loose women. God, what a program that is. Talking about folks bringing their children up gender neutral. What world do we live in? It takes all sorts. That's what we say when we think differently. How do I think? How do I feel? What do I believe in? Nothing. How do I feel? Numb. A mental health pamphlet I picked up at the doctor says, how does it really feel on the inside? And charities that can help. Mental health mental health. What's that line like that? Dash mentalhealth-uk.org, or in England it's called Rethink Mental Illness. Northern Ireland it's called Mindwise. In Wales it's called, sorry guys, this is Welsh, Hafal. Can't read my own writing. Apologies to my Welsh friends. Scotland, Support in Mind Scotland. So 4 different organisations as charities to help. Fucking charities, benefits and charities. Fuck that shit. SAFA, that's the Soldiers, Sailors and Air Forces Association, which as an ex-serviceman, I'm supposed to be able to fall back on them in times of need. And she said that I should sign on at the Jobs Centre and apply for UTC, Universal Tax Credits. I say fuck that shit. So now I've got to go begging to a country and system I have no faith in. I'm in the medical system as well. Fuck that shit. Okay, let's go through this leaflet, pull some salient points. Common symptoms, etc. Depression. Statistics. 1 in 6 people will be diagnosed in the UK with depression. Feeling, these are some of the symptoms. Feeling sad or irritable, feeling less able to do things, losing interest in activities you used to enjoy, becoming tired easily, losing concentration, sleeping and eating less or more, low self-esteem, feeling guilty or worthless, losing interest in sex, thoughts of self-harm or suicide. Well, I ticked all of them. How did you do? None of these too often, I hope. Saying to you guys. The booklet then goes on to cover stress, anxiety disorders, and in brackets I've put 1 in 10 in the UK, bipolar disorder, psychosis and schizophrenia, personality disorders, and have nearly all symptoms related to each of these illnesses, disease or disorder. Something isn't right, and the NHS, the National Unhealth Service, isn't going to help me either. It's a system and the system is broken. Will I use the NHS? Yes. Will I rely on it to help me? No. I rely on myself. The NHS is broken. The system and people working in the system are broken. I'm not having a go at people. I'm just talking about the system of it all, aren't I? We can't look after ourselves, so we ask our fucking government to look after us, and they plainly aren't. Most are no more than organic robots following orders and programs. To wrap up this pamphlet of help and support, see how you can help yourself. There's always treatment and support available from the NHS, but you also have the power to help yourself. Talk about it. Friend, family or support line, support group, other things you can do. Exercise or get outdoors, even if it's just for a walk. Breathing exercises, ways to relax, meditation, yoga, eating healthy foods regularly. Follow a daily routine to give your life more structure. Get enough sleep. Keep a mood diary to be more aware of your symptoms. Do something creative like writing, art or music. Meet people at a local club or society. Can't do that one. Volunteering. Can't do that one. We can't get together. Check out the mood diary. What's this then? This is a journal, a diary of all sorts. Is it a mood diary? I guess so. Well, I'm not knocking this advice. Advices. These seem like good advices. If anybody is suffering, feeling alone, life not worth living, then I strongly urge you to talk to somebody. Anybody first. The other things you can do come after that. Talk to a friend, or talk to me. Kiss, kiss, kiss. We'll leave it there 8 minutes in. Good luck, guys, while we pull the lid down on our bunkers and try to live as healthily and happily as we can. Stay away from the bloody mainstream news. I'm not going to tell you what you ought to do, not ought to do going forwards in terms of what the government's asking us to do. This is not about rebellion, this is about looking after ourselves. Rebellion is, revolutions of the mind and heart, spirit, and we send those vibrations out. It's all about vibration. Negative vibrations can affect us, and all that 5G stuff I'm talking about can and will. And the stronger we can be with our higher vibrations of thought and mind, and the higher vibrations of natural food and stuff that we take in, and exercising, goodwill will help us combat that as much as we possibly can. I love you all. Take care. Ta-ra for now.